Hey traders, we're going to be looking at the stock market in this update, and I'll be looking at a few stocks as well. So let's get straight into it. Don't place a trade based on what you'll see in this video because there is no guarantees of making a profit in the market. It takes you a long time to become a good trader. So this video here is just to educate you to become a much better trader. Alrighty traders, so let's get straight into it. So man, oh man, when it comes to the actual stock market, exactly what is happening right now, guys, is exactly what I saw. And if you guys have been following me now for quite some time, you would know that I've been saying get ready for a rally, get ready for a rally. Like even the S&P 500 just coming out of the woodwork, something severe, and it's quite amazing to see because it's exactly what I saw in my mind that was going to happen after we got all through this, right? Because so many people were worried about all these different things that were going to crash the markets. And even those doom and gloomers are coming out and saying the market's going to crash and so on and so forth. And me, I really put my sort of neck on the line, and I did a video here. You can see the trailer video saying I have a target of 5,500 this year. Ever since then, the market has absolutely just taken off like a rocket, and now we're just powering on up. And to me, again, I still have a 5,500 target. Like we are now at 4,600. So we're about 900 points away from my target for the year. We're getting very, very, very close to challenging all-time new highs. And that's how fast the market can change. And I hope my fellow soldiers who follow me and watch my stuff, that you didn't go trade based off the narrative of the headlines, the news, the thoughts, the emotions of what the market was doing. And I hope that you're just listening to some of the stuff that I was saying, because as you can see, all the stuff that I've been saying about the wars and inflation and the fear and greed and so on and so forth has actually come to fruition. And it's just powering on up. So this is creating a slingshot move when it comes to the actual stock market. Very, 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 very big move when it comes to the stock market there. So I'm surprised, for me guys, I'm surprised to see how much this has actually continued up. I would expect some form of a pullback soon, but man, I'm not going to fight it. I'm long this market. I've been long for a couple of years now, but so, or actually, that's a lie. I was long the S&P 500, and then I'm also recently long on the Dow Jones. But the thing is like, because I put my money where my mouth is, right? When I start to, anyway. So, I would expect some form of a pullback, but maybe we're not going to get that. We're not going to get a pullback. Maybe we're just going to continue having this massive move to the upside, and maybe this was just a mock charge to see this massive slingshot move. Which to me, it's a slingshot move right now. Even if we do get a pullback, this is a slingshot move. This is get people fearful, and then the market rallying up. If you do get some time, guys, go watch my videos over the last couple of weeks, and you'll see why the market is doing what it's doing. Because the market is the opposite to what you think. And I have so many people, calling for the market crash and so on and so forth. And, it's like, and so there was so many things there that were saying, okay, this market's going to rally. And then the market has actually just taken off like a rocket. And so, and when I did my projection video, I sort of nailed the absolute bottom there. So guys, again, don't be fighting this upside movement and thinking that this is just a rally and they're going to crash the markets and crash imminent and all that sort of stuff. So, we're in the start of something much, 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 much bigger, guys. Right now, later, maybe 12 months down the track, maybe towards the end of this year, then we can start to look at looking at recession in the markets there, but not the very first rate hike. We have a long way to go before we actually see the top. So that's the S&P 500. As I said before, guys, I'm actually long the Dow myself. I got long down here, so that's actually working out really, really well for me. So no need to worry about that. I see the Dow at least rallying towards the 36,500, and then breaking that. And then once we actually break that the target for me on the Dow would be just looking at this overall sort of level through here. So we have this resistance level through here, and then we have a resistance or support level through there. So we do have a bit of a channel through there, and as you can see, it actually definitely did get a bit of a breakout, false breakout, and now we're actually getting back into the channel. So again, my target for this one here is up at that 36,500. We may get a bit of rejection at that point, but that's where my target is. And then once we get there, then my overall target for the Dow would be just using, again guys, it's just using just simple understandings of the markets, right? General. And so once we get to here, we're probably going to get a bit of a pullback, and then when we start to break 36,500, we do a projection from there to there, and then we move up. And so therefore the projection is actually around that 39,000 mark. So I wouldn't be too surprised if we actually saw the Dow actually get to the 39,000, but that's probably going to overshoot that. And then the reason why is, again, the markets love round numbers. So I wouldn't be too surprised to see that big 40,000 Dow. The Dow Jones getting ready to run towards that 40,000 Dow. Again, over time, guys. You just got to be patient, right? I was talking to one of my friends at the gym just recently, and he was saying that patience is just a big thing, isn't it? I was like, yeah, patience in, patience out. One of the things that I always I haven't actually taught this to my private clients for a while, but by the way, guys, if you'd like to learn more about how I actually trade the markets and maybe potentially become a coaching client of mine, then go to Johns, JOHNS, freetraining.com, johnsfreetraining.com. You'll be able to sign up to my next webinar. On that webinar, you'll learn all about my trading system. I'll give you my trading system. I'll teach you exactly what I look for. I'll show you how I scan the markets and a whole bunch of other goodies as well too. And then also on that webinar, I'm going to be opening up some spots to my coaching program. So if you are struggling right now, guys, and you want my help, go over to Johns, JOHNS, freetraining.com, johnsfreetraining.com. There you'll be able to register for the webinar. On the webinar, the first 60 minutes is obviously just pure content, me helping you become a good trader. And if you're interested in becoming a inner circle private coaching client, then you'll see all the information about that on that webinar as well too. So guys, if as you can see, right, I've absolutely nailed what's happening in the markets right now. And if you need my help, I know what I'm doing and I can help you. So we can see that that's what's happening there right now with the Dow Jones. So what I do expect to see happening with the Dow Jones is we eventually make our way up to 36,000. We may get a bit of a rejection point here, and then we start to make our way back up to there. And as that's happening, we start to see the S&P 500 start to get to the 5,500. Again, my ultimate target, and I don't know if it's going to happen this year, my ultimate target is 6,000 on the S&P 500. That's always been my ultimate target. For the S&P. That would be really good if that actually happened this year. Because if that happens, guys, I'm telling you right now, I'm not going to go there. It's just going to be, it's going to be my if we do get to even the 5,500, if we even get there, it's going to be one of my most successful years ever. Just with the positions I got going right now, let alone all the other positions I'm going to be getting into the market. So head down, nose to the ground, and we're focusing on that as well too. Nasdaq, look at the Nasdaq just powering on up towards what? The actual target itself, right? So the market through here, we had support, and then we had resistance through here, and then now look what's happening, right? We started to break up, and now we're on our way to what? The actual target itself. It's just absolutely just powering on up. And I tell you, most people are just like, what? This does not make sense. And again, traders, I strongly recommend, if you do get some time, spend some time going back over the last couple of weeks of my videos, and you'll see the reasons why this is bottoming out and why it was getting very, very close to a bottom, and why I had the guts to do, let me actually do this here, why I had the guts. Well, I wouldn't say it's really guts, it's more just, here we go here, right? So this video right here. So as you can see, 16th, and then I did this, this is my target video here, and you can see why why I wouldn't say, again, I wouldn't say guts, but why I was so confident to come out here when the market was down at basically 4,200 and say, most will call me crazy. You can see they actually did it. And what did I actually had a thing here, right? That's because you are crazy, SPY. And that's the comment that I got on that video. So there we go, traders. That's what I'm seeing right now when across the board. We can see on the Russell's had a nice break above that level through there as well too. If I bring up my moving averages, I can see we've got a very strong moving average here as well too. And if I bring up my trend lines and my resistance lines, you can see how we're getting a very nice break up out of this level through here. So lots of time, bit of a pullback, strong moving average, and a very nice break up through there. We've got a bit of a volume too behind it. So the Russell looks like it's actually going to start to make a move back up towards as well too. And the move for me now, looking at the Russell, there's a little bit of short-term resistance there, but you can see, look at this here. Look how strong that moving average is. Just really, really strong. And we've got this movement down here, and we've got this movement down here as well too. So very, 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 very strong in the market. You can see here, look, I'll take these moving averages off the screen here now so we can have a bit more of a deeper dive. But if we go and have a look at this here, you'll notice a few things. Firstly, it's after a pullback. We've got a bit of a gap here. So see that gap right there, and then the market break up. That's actually this is likely to be a breakaway gap. What tends to happen is at the start of a move or a leg up, we tend to get a bit of a pullback, and then we get a bit of a gap like here, and then we're getting a bit of a gap up. So because we've been doing nothing for a while, we've got a bit of a pullback and a gap up. This has a high probability of being a what's the word for it? Of being a breakaway gap, and the breakaway gap simply says that there's a high probability that this move here is now the start of a move back up towards my target, which, as you guys know, my overall ultimate targets is that sort of 235 mark. Now, once again, same for the Russell, and same for as on the S&P 500. If I bring up this level from here to here, and I project that, once we start, if this is a breakaway gap, which it does look like it's going to be that, because we're getting back into this level here, then if that's going to be a breakaway gap, then the ultimate target, which is 1, run to the other side of the end of the channel, and then 2, once we break that, we can start to see a move back up towards this 260 level. So that's what I'm seeing through there. Let's actually have a look. Yeah, so that's what I'm actually seeing through there on the Russell. So Russell's actually looking quite nice for a very nice move up. We've been going sideways, and you can see we have, if I bring up my volume here, you can see we're doing nothing for quite some time, and now we've got a very big increase in volume. So there's a lot of buying activity happening right now when it comes to the Russell in the markets there. So there we go, traders. Hope this helps you out, and I'll see you in the next video. So traders, when I first started trading, I lost $250,000 trading the markets. And then I got access to a few 7-figure mentors that really set me straight on what I need to do with the foundations, how to read the charts, the trading systems, the mindset, so on and so forth. And then that was the massive turning point for me to be doing really well from actual trading and being successful trading. So what I've done is I've created a course called the Breakthrough Course. And what I've done is I've actually put a whole bunch of really good education and strategies and processes that help me go from $250,000 in debt to then actually becoming a full-time trader, making a full-time income from trading. And I'm actually running a flash sale to that trading course. So if you go to johnsflashsale.com, or there should be a link in the description. If there's not, then go to johnsflashsale.com. That's JOHNS flashsale.com. Go to johnsflashsale.com, and you'll be able to get access to this course now for $7. So go get access to that right now, guys, and I'll see you real soon.